Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this morning's update on this Easter, by the way, happy Easter to everybody. I want to get this out because I'm going to be going to Mass at 11 o'clock for the Easter Mass. But I wanted to do this update. I wanted to do our due diligence. Everybody have a happy Easter. And please be safe when you're driving or out with family. Right now, we can see Bitcoin, as we thought, was in a bear trap. We've been very transparent at this community. At 70,637 right now, it's up 1.45%. We're going to talk about everything that has to go into Bitcoin. In fact, we've talked about how we should be bouncing off of this bull flag. And even though it's on the bottom side of this uptrending support, which would lead the bears to go short, I thought it was a bear trap last night, in the last several nights. And now it's starting to push out. If this pushes out properly, we have a technical target of 75,796. And even if it doesn't go all the way up there, we have a technical target from the hold after we had a technical drop to 60,690, which it filled out perfectly after coming outside that rising channel. And then the inverted head where I circled it, we had a technical bounce up from 60,690, and the technical target for Bitcoin was 73,768. While the current bull flag we formed suggests that the new target is 75,796, and that signal would be confirmed with the breach and hold of 73,768. Topping reversal could happen at 73,768, but I anticipate with what Bitcoin's building with that inverted head and shoulders and the emergence of the bull flag that we spotted very early, that this very well could break out to 75,796 in the shorter term. But at any point, if you get a rejection, obviously we could reverse back down. But right now, it's looking a little hot here to start on this Easter holiday. I would still not be surprised to see, because we rolled up like this and it's 9:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if we're looking for a breakout, even with XRP, because of what's happened early this morning, there is still the chance if it wants to play this out, we could have a quick drop from 629, come back down here and liquidate the longs at 6198. And then push back out. I would love to see it break out at any moment. We know when we do, we have a technical breakout target from this little formation at 6631. I'm very excited right now because, as everybody knows who watches me, I love the expansion zone. And for anybody who's new, I'll explain it. So support, resistance, support, resistance. Now, instead of coming back to support, we've created this expansion. We've avoided coming through here again because we've created this newfound formation, but this new bottom right now. Unless we break through that, we've created a new bottom. But this expansion zone is what ultimately leads you out. So this entire formation builds into a little expansion, as I call it. And then that's your opportunity to break out. If you come back down, well, then it brings the game back to who knows what's going to happen. First target out of this is 66.31 cents. And then if this plays true, the technical target out of this bigger pattern is about 80 cents. So the question is this the calm before the storm, before a massive move? And we're gonna back this up with what I'm saying here today with somebody who actually said calm before the storm for XRP is a massive move imminent. I'm going to read through this price analysis. It's the exact thing we're talking about, except they show you a formation that's already busted out. This was one we used earlier. This is from January of 2023. And now it's hit the support side of it. It's never actually taken the breakout. It's come up, consolidated, and now we're going to see if we can make that technical breakout. So their 4-hour chart's very intriguing because that's what we use to telegraph the move up from 48 cents and out. So we'll go to that at the end, and then I want to we'll go over just a little bit with XRP Healthcare at the end. And thank you, Stanley. Wow, this is bright, for sending this to me. It's the roadmap. I probably should have shared this sooner for everybody. But the roadmap is unbelievable. And when I said we're early, this is what led me to believe that we were very early on this. So I'm glad that Stanley put this in my inbox so I could share this with everybody. I don't know what I was waiting for. But thank you, Stanley, so much. So we'll talk about that at the very end with the XRPH technical analysis as well. As we'll go XRP, Bitcoin, read the story, and then we'll finish with XRP Health because it's up at 4.8. And we started buying it at 1.9 and then 2.2, 2.4, 2.8. I even bought some at 3.4, a small amount, 4,000 tokens worth. But everything other than that was 2.8 and lower, and then 1.9 and 2. And it's like I said, I have about a 2.6 on average. I say 2.8 just because I know it's well below that. But at least for my own personal remembrance, that's what's going on. So let me do the intro as I got to fly through this. If you are watching right now, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this update. Not live. So YouTube will recommend this update. It'll allow more people to find this community because when you hit that like button, YouTube recommends the update or the video or live, whatever I'm putting out. And then when you're scrolling through your feed, by YouTube recommending it, it'll show up so you can actually see my content. So if you're newer, that's the only way you're going to find me. If you're an older viewer and you're trying to find your way back home, that will definitely help. So please make sure that like button so YouTube recommends this update. So good morning, 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, March 31st, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So happy Easter to everybody. The Lord has risen, even though this isn't the exact date. This is how we celebrate it in our land. But the Lord has risen. Don't forget to give thanks to your Savior, Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. As a lot of sacrifice went into this weekend, into the last several days. And obviously the most trying of times happened in the early hours as the Lord passed and then was risen. So let's get into this. XRP up 1.09%. We're sitting at right around the 628 level. We are back on top of the bullish side right now. Anytime you're on top of this little area, that's the expansion zone for the mid-tier handle resistance / support. Whenever you hold this, you can always have this 18% rally up to about 74.7. Or well, the first tier on this pattern, we're over this, and we can always come up here, 18%. Now, this would confirm a breakout attempt, or this would signal a breakout attempt. To confirm the actual breakout to 74, you have to get on top of the pattern that's been created at 65.3 cents. If you get on top of 65.3 cents, you're off to the races. This is basically your last stand resistance that's been created as a last attempt for the bears to keep us from having this nice 18% rally. That's the bottom line. And as long as this held, we knew that the support was strong. So now we're looking to break out past 653 so we can continue on to that 74 cents. In fact, the technical target lines up 100% magically with that downtrending resistance, which is actually the cup and handle resistance. And if you could somehow break out of this, which you should 85% of the time, this is a bullish continuation. The technical target's $1.21, so that very well could be a major calm before a very big explosion. So that's XRP in a nutshell. I don't really need to show any more than that. If we look at the immediate short-term pattern right here, as we started off with, this is where it's at right now. We've shown with the handle resistance, but this is our first tier breakout. If you can get past this resistance, and this is what everybody should be watching this morning, at 63 cents, the first open target brings you to 64, but the technical breakup out of the expansion zone, 66.3 cents. So if we get to 66.3, obviously that breaks over that 65.3 roughly, and you're on top of that pattern resistance that's formed just over the bullish mid-tier handle. On the resistance side, it created, because we were unable to hold the support there, it created a little pattern formation that now we just have to bust out of. And this is the formation. This is what we showed to start a few days ago when we had the bull flag, and I said the technical target. It was very simple. We came on, I don't even remember what day it was now. What day is this? Wednesday of this week, and we said there's a bull flag. And in time, we don't know how long it's going to take, but the technical target was 64.2. It's amazing how the technical targets do play out. Even when it didn't come here, and it came all the way back down to liquidate the ones who were trying to ride this move, all it does is comes down here to 609, and within a few hours, it was right back up here and hit the technical target at 642, 643. So it's pretty incredible how it works. We can see this big resistance here that we're trying to get back above. And the importance of this is when you start to match up the patterns, this would actually bring you back into a formation that we dropped that had we have went all the way up, we could have went all the way up to, it was a big move. $1.97 because what is this? I think everybody understands who watches this. It's a very bullish pattern resistance. And this doesn't even need, I mean, that's there because if you break under that, then you could push back down. But that was a smaller tier that we talked about. You have to get back up into there because for whatever reason, this is like wick zone up here. We just couldn't do anything. So that seemed to be at a level that we just couldn't pass. And again, we can see that early resistance there. But we need to get over this downtrending resistance at 70. In current times, it's 73 cents approximately. And then you could have that 77-month breakout. So let's finish reading this with XRP with the article. Bitcoin, I would anticipate a small correction here to start the morning just because that's what they always do. Always. Even if it's bullish, they always do this in the morning. So it was up to 70,700. Everybody on the East Coast wakes up and on the West Coast in the USA. And then what do? We have a little bit of price depreciation very quickly, even if we're meant to stay bullish, and then it'll end up running out. So that's what I'm seeing from the charts this morning, and we got to get moving. So calm before the storm for XRP is a massive move imminent. Ripple price analysis. And as it is the last day of the month, if you want to show me personal support, I ask one time per month to send one YouTube super chat per month, or consider joining Tom's Army here, as it is March 31st on this Easter. So I thank each and every one of you. And if you're looking to trade XRP in the USA and not have to use a VPN and have low spot fees and not lose out on 50 XRP per purchase on $1,000 on Uphold, or be charged a $37 fee, which amounts to over 7% on an in and out, so it makes it impossible to swing trade. Video description below and or pinned comments is BITUNIX. It's available in the USA. You don't need a VPN, and you don't even need a KYC if you do exchange to exchange. So that's in the video description below and or pinned comments, and it's the lowest spot and leverage trading fees in the USA. So the calm before the storm for XRP is a massive move imminent. Ripple price analysis. Ripple's price has recently entered a phase of sideways consolidation following a significant downtrend, leaving market participants uncertain about the future trajectory. However, the cryptocurrency seems likely to remain confined within a tight range until a breakout occurs in either direction. On the daily chart, upon a closer examination of the daily chart, Ripple's market activity has diminished, with the price undergoing sideways consolidation characterized by extremely low volatility after experiencing a notable decline from the 75-cent threshold. Despite this, the price has found considerable support in a crucial range indicated by the static region of 58 cents and the dynamic support of the triangle's lower boundary. This suggests the dominance of buyers near the crucial level. Nonetheless, Ripple's price appears trapped, bounded by 66 cent resistance and 58 cent support as the region in midterm until a breakout occurs. On the 4-hour chart, Ripple's indecisive price action following a notable decline around the 74-cent region. However, XRP found support at the crucial 56-cent region, leading to a phase of sideways consolidation. Nonetheless, Ripple's price is anticipated to remain within the substantial 57-cent support region and the notable 66 resistance level, suggesting the possibility of prolonged consolidation within the pivot range until a breakout occurs. This is fantastic because you'd have a price floor and you'd be just building pressure, and then you have massive explosions. A breach above the 66-cent threshold would likely pave the way for a surge toward the 74-cent resistance level as the next focal point for Ripple's price trajectory. Beautifully articulating our own technical analysis. So pay attention to that. So I think that's very valuable information. And now we're going to shift gears. So anybody who's interested in XRP Healthcare who's been buying this with us, I have over 40,000 staked at 20% for 6 months. I believe we are very, very early. Very early. In Q4 2023, we can see we see what they built there. But I want to go forward from Q1, 2, 3, and 4 of 24. So they've already done everything that we wanted. They created the wallet for us in Q4. So this is all early. So now here's what they're looking for. This is the XRP Healthcare 2-year roadmap here, 48-month roadmap. So Q1, 2, 3, and 4, USD 3 million raised to fund M&A. First batch of already profitable medical centers purchased. All acquisitions will be branded XRP Healthcare. And like I said, this is not just a pharmacy. They're looking to make healthcare centers, hospitals, pharmacies, upgrading of acquired business services, Oh no, all acquisition branding XRP Healthcare, existing teams kept in place and overseen by our corporate management team, upgrading of acquired business services and equipment, NASA designed ventilators installed in a medical center and hospitals as they are acquired, integration of XRPH token staking into wallet, which we've already done. You can see the check marks. XRPH token used to pay for services and medication and growing ecosystem, telepharma, testing and integration. Global marketing of XRPH wallet, check. International healthcare partnerships, check. Marketing and promotion of M&A in East Africa, check. Super fund raised. And then what's upcoming. So in 2025, they're looking to streamline merger and acquisitions operations, achieve cost saving and efficiency, continued upgrading of buildings, services, and equipment of acquired healthcare facilities, continue to identify potential investment targets and conduct due diligence, more international healthcare partnerships, continued upgrade and development of the XRPH wallet, promotion and marketing of M&A in Africa as a whole. In 2026, from Q1 to 4, they're looking for an increase the value of our portfolio by implementation of growth strategies, expand into new markets and territories by diversifying the XRP healthcare portfolio, grow revenue and profitability of the company, XRPH token accepted for payment and services rendered at all healthcare pharmacies, medical centers, and hospitals. You heard that right. So by 2026, they want XRPH token to be accepted at hospitals, healthcare facilities, pharmacies, medical centers. So that means your XRPH token we're building up from 1.9 cents. You could use that as a form of payment. We are so early on this, it's not even describable. This would be like finding XRP, the actual XRP, when it first started being branded and was starting to have innovation when it was at 0.000 cents. And in 2027, preparation begins to prepare XRP Healthcare for IPO or acquisition by a larger conglomerate. Do you realize this is how early investors get rich? This is how early investors get the most bang for their buck when it finally hits. This means it's a 3-year waiting period right now. So the fact they're giving you 20% every 6 months to stake right through their own wallet, or 25% every 12 months. I like to roll it over. So I like to compound what I own. So that's why I like the 6-month strategy. But if you look at what they're actually doing, work closely with our legal advisors and investment bankers to optimize exit strategy and valuation. If they're working on valuation, that means they're looking to get the highest possible valuation before they exit and sell it to a conglomerate. That means the stakeholders, they're in the best interest for the stakeholders to get the most possible percentage gained. We're so early right now, I can't even describe it. The ones who bought it at 15 and 20 cents, they might say they were earlier, but they were dumb. They didn't wait for an actual pattern formation to be presented. They didn't wait for a floor to be achieved. They just bought in when the noise was loud. Now no one's buying when the noise is soft. See, this is when it's quiet. This is the good time. Execute exit plan and achieve the best outcome for investors, shareholders, and token holders. It's unbelievable. And then you see the current partners, Shinuba, Musauki, Safeway, United Networks of America, Walmart, NHS, Walgreens, CVS Pharmacy, Sizen, XRP Ledger, Rite Aid, Spiritus Medical, Gotbit, Isonize, Expo Group, XRP Healthcare Africa. That was a big deal for them in Africa. So, and then with that being said, the only other thing I want to show you, because I got to get going and getting ready. Here's the XRP Healthcare token. Right now, we're bouncing off of the uptrending support. As we've said, we don't know if there's going to be any kind of real consolidation here, as our best opportunity could have been when we circled for everybody. When they asked me where the best spot to buy is, I circled when it had the breakout. I said, when it hit up here, don't buy the top. The biggest and we didn't know this pattern was even going to form. I just telegraphed it and said that's where you could buy at 3.3. I did not know it was going to come back down there in a straight shot, and it did. And now it's broken out. We are absolutely trying to break out here. We already started breaking out when we pushed over the resistance. But now, it's pretty crazy. We've held this 4.3 retest, and now the next real resistance is up here at not 6.2. Don't get ahead of ourselves. The next real resistance right now is up at 5.5. You get on top of 5.83, you know you're going to 6.2. But this short pattern we created, we have to pay our due diligence here. But this is the short pattern. It's pretty insane how far this has come. And since we started talking about this just a very short time ago, just a couple weeks ago, as anybody who knows my audience, I don't talk about things till they get to the expansion zone. I mean, I'll bring it up, but I won't actually talk about for the audience to buy it until we hit an expansion zone. And that's what we did. And once we hit the expansion zone, I started out flying talking about this. And the easiest way to see the expansion zone is through this chart, because it's the longer chart. As you can see, the expansion zone is simply defined. Whoops. I don't know how this came down. But the expansion zone is simply defined by how we started an uptrend here, hit it again here to confirm that we at least have an uptrend started. Now it clears out the rest of this formation that it could technically be stuck. And this is our first chance to break out. I enlightened the audience right here on this wick on March 16th. It was at about 2 cents. They only had a brief moment that night to buy it under 2 cents if they even seen it. And then it went up to 2.6 the next day. And then it came back down to 2 cents and 2.4 and 2. But anyhow, since I talked about this, and I'm not going from 1.7 because I'm going to do it from like 2 cents or 2.1. But since we started talking about it, I mean, XRP Healthcare, it's unbelievable. Even with its current retracement, what is it at 4.8? It's up 130% right now, XRP Healthcare, since we started talking about it. I mean, just consider that. 130% in about 2 weeks. So congratulations to anybody who has that. I'm going to put this update out. Make sure you hit that like button so YouTube recommends this live and this update. And if you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments. Happy Easter to all of you.